Hi again, this is Sandy, and I'm going to show you how to make a little charm without using a head pin, as I mentioned in my previous video. So all we need to use for this is, well, I'm using a freshwater pearl. You can use whatever bead you like, and I'm using a piece of 24 gauge gold filled wire, which I've pre-cut to 6 centimeters. Now, depending on what you choose to make, you may want to adjust the gauge of your wire, and you may want to adjust the length of your wire. It is all a little bit of practicing until you get what you like. But for this particular design, this is what I've worked out to be 6 centimeters will give me the perfect amount to make a charm this size. Okay. Also, 24 gauge is the thickest you can use for pearl jewellery, because they do tend to come with small holes in them. Okay, to get started, the tools that we'll be using are our usual. We've got round nose, chain nose and flat nose pliers. So to get started, just like we've done with our previous pieces, just hold on to your piece of wire with your pliers. Start forming a loop. I'm doing this really slowly for the absolute beginners, so that way it's easy to follow. So I've got a complete loop there. I'm going to get my chain nose pliers now and hold that really tight, press it firmly so that everything's nice and flush here, and just start pulling this piece of wire around your loop that you made. You want to go all the way around, keeping it nice and loose because we want that decorative, ornate look to this. Okay, once you've gone all the way around, it's going to look something like that. Now we're just going to get our pliers and do a 90-degree bend in the wire. So that's what we're left with. Now it's pretty simple to string the pearl on to this piece of wire. Just let it drop to where the bend was formed, and just make any adjustments you need to with your hands, that's fine. Okay, now right where the pearl is, I want you to bend the wire just above it with just enough room there so I can slip my round nose pliers in, just like we did with our headpin charm. Okay, and then just bring this wire around the top of your pliers, take them out, put the bottom row in and pull that wire straight. So we've just managed to make a little loop there. Now with our flat nose pliers, we're going to press that loop together and start this little tail winding around the bottom piece of wire nice and tight. I can get one in with my finger, and then I'm going to keep the tension on my flat nose pliers and start winding with my chain nose, because I want to make a really nice neat coil here, just to tuck this wire in. Gives it a bit of strength. It's a little bit fiddly. You just have to do what you can with the pliers. Now I've just changed over to gripping on with my hands. Gives me a little bit more room to work. And just gradually work your way around, pushing that tail in as you go. You don't want any sharp edges here. This is where the real detail goes in, is when you need to spend a few minutes on something rather than just zooming through it, because you want to give it a nice professional look. Just having this little bit of trouble with this end piece of wire. Just as you go, just give it a little twist with your hand, and there we go. Okay. And I'm pretty happy with that. Just to finish off, on the little swirl at the bottom, just going to press that with my pliers firmly and carefully. Just help strengthen the wire up. And there we have it. Our pearl charm with an open swirl design using no head pins. So you can easily attach this now to whatever you like. And just to bring you back to the swirly earrings that we made previous, you can just slip them over the top, let it drop, and you've got yourself a really nice ornate pair of earrings there.